Good evening, fellow treble winners. How are you all doing today? Are you well? Are you good? Are you happy? If so, please let me know down in the comments. Please give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel as we preview Manchester City Football Club versus Nottingham Forest. It's going to be a fascinating game of football tomorrow. Hopefully, Man City can make it 6 from 6. That would be absolutely wonderful, wouldn't it? 18 points is the target here, because we've had a wonderful start to the season. Another great result midweek, of course, against Red Star, and hopefully we can follow up with another, hopefully quite a few goals. Fingers crossed we can do that. It's not going to be easy, of course. Forest have had a good start to the season, but today we will discuss that and go through what we predict the 11 will be, go through the Pep Guardiola's press conferences, talk a little bit about Nottingham Forest, talk about a whole bunch of things, because that's what we're going to do over here, and it's going to be good fun. I would like to say at the top of this video, I am working with the wonderful people over at Circle here, as you can see right now, and I'll show you what they're up to over there. I've got my phone on screen right now. Currently, this is the current offer is over the 5-match millions. Basically, do you want to win up to £1 million? Well, all you got to do is enter their 5-match millions. It costs £2 to enter. What you do is you go on and you've got all these games over here. You've got City Forest, Brentford Everton, Burnley United, Arsenal Tottenham, Sheffield United. Pick 5 numbers across those, and if you get all those 5 numbers correct, you can win £1 million. And of course, there is money if you get 4 right, or 3 right, or 2 right, and so on. The way the numbers are picked are based on in-game events, and the pot shifts around, and you get, if your numbers are at the top, they're correct, basically. But there's also loads of other games as well. The thing is, what I really like about Circle is you can make your own ones. I'm not sure if you can quite see it, but you can start your own circles, basically. You can, for a couple of quid, you can start an own circle, then invite your mates to it, and then it's sort of like a sweepstake when you're watching the games. It's good fun. It's good fun, man. I've got quite a few friends on here already, which is nice. You've got to come and join me over here. Who have I got on my friends on here? I've got Adam, Adrian, Aiden, Andrew, Archer, Ben, Calvin, Connor. All these people have joined so far. And go and give it a go if you want, and get involved in their 5-match millions, or one of their classic games like the Shifter or so on. It's good fun. 18 plus, UK based to enter. It's a good game, is Circle. Fingers crossed one of you guys win a little bit of money, and fingers crossed one of you become a millionaire. 18 plus UK based to enter. Fingers crossed it works out for one of you guys. So let's go to the quotes. Guardiola said that the big news for me on the top of this is that Guardiola said Bernardo Silva is out for 1 to 2 weeks, which is a shame, but Jack Grealish could return for the Forest game, could play some minutes, but Kovacic is coming back. Not quite there yet. He was very complimentary about Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper said that the Etihad Stadium is the hardest game in world football. Not bad at all, is it, for a stadium apparently that's got no fans in? You know what I mean? It's almost like there's fans there. And City are a wonderful side. Pep said on that, we will see tomorrow. It's a compliment. Thank you to Steve, but they were able to, an incredible game at Stamford Bridge. They fought to the end of Arsenal away, and United, they went ahead. But when we went there last season, we could not win. The last year and a half, we feel good at home, but tomorrow we'll have to prove it again, and again, and again, and again. And I'm paraphrasing there, of course, but he's right. Your good record is only as good as the last game, and right now we need to make sure that that record is intact tomorrow. Of course, the good news being that those players could be back. Stones is ruled out. We don't know when he's back, which is a bit concerning now, Guardiola talked a lot about the injuries and so on, and needing youth players. He said, I said many times, when young players are in the squad, it's because we trust them, we rely on them. We need the injured players back because we can't play everyone in every game. It does go back to what I've said a billion times, when, it's obvious that Cole Palmer is not good enough. It's obvious he's not good enough. No. Guardiola simply would not have them in the squad full stop if he didn't trust them to be good enough. That's how it works, man. That's it. And Oscar Bob, of course, is there now. He went on to say we play a lot, but less games, less injuries. I mean, if you play less games, you have less injuries, but we play a lot. A lot of games in a row over the years and no rest. We can't sustain it. Jack got a knock on his knee in Sheffield. That's football. It can happen. Muscular injuries mean you miss a lot. And when we arrived 7 years ago, he talked about the start then, of course, as well. He said when he talks about the start winning 5 out of 5, he said when we arrived 7 years ago, back in the 26-17 season. I remember this well. He said, we make the points at the start of the season. I think we won our first 10 or something like that, didn't we? Something like that. We said, but we finished third. It's just the beginning. It's important to get points, but it's just the beginning. He's right. Points at the start are good, but it is just the beginning. He said all the squads were so easy to handle. Success belongs to the players of the past because we learn off them, build off them. I'm not going to say this team is better. Every team, the club's players, staff, everyone has been really good. He talks about Alvarez. He said Alvarez always has good behaviour, playing or not playing, being a world champion or not, always the same. The perfect dose of disappointment when he doesn't play, but always ready for the opportunity. Right now with the injuries, he's had minutes and he gives us a lot of good things. That's why he's playing, but he has to continue. Many games and some games he won't play, but hopefully players will come back and fight for positions. Yeah, absolutely right. Bernardo Silva's made himself pretty essential, hasn't he? He really is essential these days. Like Bernardo, we can't deny that. Not Bernardo, sorry. Julian Alvarez is just playing at a really high level. 8 goals and assists. I think 8 goals and assists so far this season. He's an output machine. He's been wonderful. And right now, he's just key to this team. But especially with no Bernardo Silva, Guardiola says he has a little injury. It's not anything much. His clinical development is good, but I don't know. 1 week, 10 days. That's not too bad. A couple of weeks max. I think he should be back for the weekend's game after next, fingers crossed. And that was all. He wasn't the chattiest. He wasn't the chattiest in this game. I mean, that does take us to, of course, the predicted 11 and so on. But look, with this game, let's be honest about it. I think we should be aiming to win this with a bit of a statement. We should be, because I feel like, it's important to sort of like just keep up that momentum. I'm looking at the Premier League fixtures for this weekend. And you can see that City, of course, and Forest at home. Arsenal have got Spurs on Sunday. Now, Spurs right now, it is at the Emirates, but Spurs are good. They're flying. Liverpool have got West Ham, who are a good side as well. And they're at Anfield, but West Ham are a good side, And these are two of our closer challenges right now. They could draw or drop points, either of those teams. We have to win. We've had a pretty gentle start to the league, but we have to keep making sure that we push home. In terms of the actual team, yeah, I think Ederson's obviously in goal here. What was the team the other day? Let me just remind myself the team the other day. Let's have a look at the team the other day, just to remind myself. It was, here we go. The team the other day was Sergio Gomez got a start, didn't he? Of course, Ake, Diaz, Kyle Walker, Rodri, Nunes, Alvarez, Foden, Silva, Haaland. So going back to this, look, Ederson is going to start. I think Guardiola comes back in. I'm just trying to work out. I think Akanji will start. Maybe Diaz will get a rest. No, Diaz won't get a rest. Diaz will play. I think Diaz, Akanji, Rico Lewis potentially. I think Kyle's going to play. Kyle will sit out against Newcastle. I think Kyle will play, but I think he'll sit out against Newcastle. I think it'll be that. I think Ake will probably get a bit of a rest. Maybe not, but I think Akanji's going to play. Here it's going to be Rodri, of course. I'm going to bring Alvarez up there. I think Nunes will start again. He was great the other day. I don't see any reason why he won't. And then it sort of does pick itself, doesn't it, really? I can't see anything other than Foden out here. I can't see anything other than Jeremy Doku out here. Alvarez, of course, will play off Haaland, and that's pretty much the obvious team, right? I mean, can anyone else see any of changes? It's going to be that, isn't it? I mean, that's what it looks like to me. I mean, and then you go to the subs, and what does that mean with the subs? You're going to have, obviously, Ortega. Carson will be on the bench as well. That means Ake would be on the bench. Gomez would be on the bench. Phillips would be. Who else would be? Grealish, if he's back at 2 as well. Is that it, really? Oscar Bob. Who would be the subs? That's all I can think of right now. I've missed someone, of course. Let me know in the comments who I've missed. It's easily done. It's there's not many options. There's not many options right now, especially with the players out. Who's on the bench? Oh, Rico Lewis. Have I not put him on? I haven't put Rico Lewis on there as well. I'll go back over here. Rico Lewis. So that'll be the subs or something like that. I mean, that includes 2 goalkeepers. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. That is a weak bench. It's a really weak bench. But, I mean, everyone there, apart from Carson, is going to start against Newcastle, I reckon. So that's the options there, I can't see any more youth players on the bench. I wouldn't mind some youth players on the bench, but I think it'll be something like that personally. I mean, Rodri is playing a lot of games. I agree, yes, but all I'm hoping is that we hopefully get nice and comfortable early on. I don't think he'll rest him against Forest, mainly because Forest are in a good run of spell right now. Good run of spell. There's a sentence for you on a Friday afternoon when you're knackered. He's in a spell of. Forest are in a good spell and a good run of form right now. There we go. Phillips bench. Yeah, Phillips is on the bench, isn't he? He is on the bench. Yeah, I've got him there. That's what I think it'll be. Good run of form. That's it. Good run of form, and they're in a good spell. You know, my English is terrible today. This is tiredness. He could. No, Phillips is not starting this game. I'm sorry, he's just not. Pep's not starting Rodri. Nunes was good the other day, man. He's good. I mean, I could potentially see Rico Lewis start. I mean, Gomez did nothing wrong the other day either. I think Grealish with his injuries won't start. And that's all there is. It's just, there's not much off the bench there, really, is there? Some decent options, but nothing electric. It's going to be that, I reckon. It sort of picks itself. I mean, it could be Ake players, but I think Akanji will come on. I can just see Akanji getting a bit of a go. So let's go over to Forest and have a look at them, because Forest right now are... Forest are doing well, man. They're doing well. They're currently sat 8th in the table, as you can see there. They've had 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw, 7 points out of 15. But, you know, it's been a decent start to the season. They'll be happy with where they are. And they're looking up for, you know, for all intents and purposes, like a good Premier League side right now. You know, these are the results so far for them. They had a 1-0 win away at Stamford Bridge, which is excellent. Of course, a 1-0 draw against Burnley at home. Burnley down 10 men in that game, but we'll go through it a little bit more detail. Burnley also did knock them out at the Carabao Cup, actually. They got beat to United 3-2, but they did go ahead there, didn't they? I think they scored twice early on, didn't they? But then they absolutely bottled it. They should have won that game. Well, at least got a point. They beat Sheffield United, and they did lose to Arsenal as well in the first game of the season for them. I don't think they were terrible in that game, from what I can tell. But this is how they've been lining up in general. You know, the other day against Chelsea when they won that game, they were not the best side in that, but they were 3 shots on target. To their 2, to be fair. Chelsea quite speculative, but Chelsea had all the ball. They've got some good players, like Morgan Gibbs-White is cracking. He's having a really good season, you know. Of course, Bolly's got a lot of defensive experience. Olorena and Sergio Aurier, good wing backs. You know, he's nice. I really like Taiwo Awoniyi. I can't pronounce it very well, but I like the look of him. He's a good player. He's a good striker. He's got 3 goals so far as well, and 2 assists in 5 games. I mean, they are some stats. The guy is absolutely he's killing it so far. They got him from Union Berlin, and was he there last season as well? He was, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. He's got 11 in 30 last season for them. He's a good player, man. He's a good player, and he's doing really well this season for them. We've got to take him seriously. They've got Anthony Elanga as well, who's been a really good impact sub for them off the bench a little bit. But he's also had a couple of, starts. Like Hudson-Odoi scored a worldie the other day. Look, that is a team that changes every single game. But there's skill there. Like, Awoniyi and Elanga and Gibbs-White and Hudson-Odoi, that is trouble. That front 4 is trouble. You can't deny it, because that is, look, Hudson-Odoi's got quality. Elanga's got electric pace. He's got a goal in him. Gibbs-White is a cracking player. Mangala and Sangari, look, it's a good side. It's a good side, you know. We've got to be confident. We've got to be alert. They play, obviously, in the 4 kind of, just the 4-2-3-1, pretty standard. I don't know how they played against... Let me see how they played against Chelsea or United. See if they did anything differently. Against United, there's a sort of 3 at the back there, more wing backs. I think they'll probably play wing backs against us as well. They probably will do. Yeah, they probably will do. Brennan Johnson, of course, he lost, which is a big shame for them. He's at Spurs now, isn't he? It's a good signing for Spurs, that. Look, I do think we'll win this game. I do think we'll win. I can see City just being a bit too good for Nottingham Forest. I think we'll pepper the goal. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 1-0 Forest at half-time, then we win 5-1. It's just how it seems to work these days, doesn't it, you know? Yeah, it's not good. It's not good when that happens. But I think we've got enough. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that we'll find a way to get a good result. I'm going to go for... like a 4-0, I reckon, actually. I don't think they'll score. I think we'll be comfortable at home. I reckon we'll at home at 3 p.m, the Etihad. Forest will be good, but this City side right now, they're they score. Haaland's going to score a couple. He's going to score a couple. Alvarez will get his goal. And I don't know, Jeremy Doku, maybe a Nunes first goal, Rodri, something like that. But I'm pretty confident. I think we just have to play with a little bit of intensity. And that forward line, I just sort of trust him. It's a good, fun forward line. That Nunes was good the other day. And I'll bring it back on screen right now. And you see that Rodri getting forward, offering loads. Like, look, when we get the ball, I'm sure it'll be this as always. And we'll see, you know, your man Kyle Walker pushing up. And Kanji will spread out here. Vardy out there like that. It'll be something like this, I reckon. I think we'll go for that. Vardio, I think they'll use Vardio's like line breaking passes and stuff, and these two will get forward, and Rodri will get forward and shoot, and Nunes will get forward and shoot, and Alvarez will get forward and shoot, and it'll be something like that. Looking forward to some Doku ball as well, Jeremy Doku ball. He's going to start almost certainly. It should be fun, guys. That is my match preview. Of course, do please go and check out Circle. It's a wonderful chance to win. Some good money there. You can win £1 million. Imagine that. Imagine that. Circle's cracking fun. Click the link in the description below. Do it right now. Go and get into over on Circle. I'll be playing it tomorrow as well during the watch along, which will be back tomorrow. I'll be doing a watch along from like 2:30 tomorrow. I can't wait. Looking forward to it. You're all absolutely awesome. Subscribe, like this video, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the watch along. Up the Blues. Bye-bye.